Hello and welcome to today's episode, today's course in the mindset training. This one is called a process over outcome. And this is really a big mindset shift. So your mindset is thinking of the process rather than thinking of the actual outcome. And this can alleviate fear, and it really can help you be more progressive within your business. And it can really benefit you in the short term and incredibly benefit you in the long term. For those that don't know me, my name is Christopher Clowes. I am an award-winning author, commercial director of the UK's only risk-free digital marketing agency. I am a Google accredited marketer, and I am a keynote speaker. So I go around the country and I speak and train and teach people on business, marketing and mindset. I am also a qualified teacher as well. So we really kind of get into depth with the business, marketing and mindset and help you. It helps small to medium-sized businesses grow their business through those subjects. I've helped over 1,400 small to medium-sized businesses increase growth, and that's why we're all here today. We're all here because we want to increase the growth of our business, and we do that through marketing, we do that through sales, we do that through finance training, and we do that through mindset training as well. And just making a few tweaks to how we think and how we act can make us so much more productive during the day, and it can make us so much more profitable by making a few kind of tweaks within your mindset. Now, these are some of my previous clients. I'm sure that there's a couple of brands there that we recognize, and over 1,400 small to medium-sized businesses as well. And as always, if you do want to get in touch with me personally or touch with our team, then please do email us at team@hcmediagroup.co.uk. Put my name in the subject line and that will come directly to me. Again, if you want to get in touch with us, please do. The email address is team@hcmediagroup.co.uk. And so just taking a sip of my tea there. So, process over outcome. Many people are confused with the title, process over outcome. But here we go. The process is underrated. The results are overrated. Okay, so if you're constantly doing your best every single day, you will get results. If you do your best every single day, you'll get results. And if you shift your focus to do every day, to be the best every single day, you will end up getting those those results that you crave. Now, any creative or innovative process is more embarrassing than a one-time stabber to win. So what this is saying is that, if you're stabbing for an outcome, you might hit it, you more than likely not. But by being creative and doing things every single day, you're going to be there. You're going to get to that end goal much quicker. Process is about doing the right thing, regardless of the outcome, knowing that the right activities will lead you to the ultimate results. So throughout this mindset training, we have really spoken about getting the end goal and breaking it down into smaller segments. And that is again what this whole thing about process over outcome is. Now, breaking that down into smaller segments and focusing on individual parts of the process, you are going to get to that end goal at a much quicker route than what you would if you just went for the end goal. Now, there was an element within the mindset training that we have done within this course that is very much focused on how to get the most out of a business coach. Now, this is the kind of the thing that a business coach would do for you. And so the business coach would sit down and they would work out and help you work out from the outcome that you're after, what is the process to get there? So think of a sat nav. Okay, so the sat nav, you put in that you want to be in this X location. The sat nav will then break that down and that X location down into the route. Turn right here, 100 yards down the road, go over the roundabout, turn left in 1.3 miles, and it will keep you on track. Now, what you're doing there is you're following the process. You're following the process of the sat nav to get to that end outcome, and because you're taking it in small steps, you are going to be much more achievable. Now, let's say you didn't have the sat nav and you just said, right, I want to drive to X. You've never been there before, so you don't know, the directions or anything like that, and you just get in the car and you drive. Well, it's going to take you longer. You're going to have more pain points on the way because you're going to have to stop and look at a map or keep an eye out for road signs and signals and kind of keep your wits about you. And you're going to struggle and you're going to have a much harder time getting to that point. So this is what we talk about, process over outcome. If you focus on the individual process, the small tasks that lead to the outcome, you are going to have a better result. And this is a mindset shift because a lot of people just think about the outcome and just go gunning for it. They just go, yep, that is what I want to achieve. Bang, I'm off. I'm going to do it without sitting down and planning. Planning what you're going to do, writing down the processes and taking it step by step. I promise you, if you do that, you are going to get much of a better business. Your mindset is going to be in a much better place. Now, when you've committed to a process, you actually do always win. You improve daily on that process and you make sure that every single day you get better and you get better and you get better. Now, if I turned around to you and says, I want you this time to be 365% better off than you are now, you would go off and you'd go, what do I do? You'll just steam out and you'll do absolutely anything. You would throw mud at a wall and do as much as possible to try and achieve that. Now, if I said to you, I want you today to be 1% better off than you were yesterday. And tomorrow, I want you to be 1% better off than you are today. And the next day, I want you to be 1% better off than you were the day before. Actually, at the end of the year, you're 365 times better off. But we have taken it into a process and we have maintained the skill and the focus on a daily basis. And so don't think too much about the outcome. Have that outcome in mind and then build that down and have that focus. Now, the next slide I absolutely love because I'm pretty sure most people can relate to this. So, there's a chubby guy and he wants to lose some weight. And what he will do is in his mind, he'll go, right, I'm going to lose 2 stone. And he goes to work 2 stone and he doesn't lose 2 stone. In fact, he might put on a couple of pounds, because he didn't think about the process of what that entailed. Now, if he says, right, I'm going to go to the gym for an hour every single morning, 6 days a week. I'm going to go to the gym between 6 and 7, and I am going to eat porridge for breakfast rather than a bacon sarnie. He undoubtedly is going to be on his way. The longer he does that, he is going to lose some weight. So think about the process of getting to your end goal rather than just thinking of the outcome and steaming for that. By breaking this down and making it smaller, achievable tasks, your mindset is going to be right. You are going to be able to achieve that. So every single day that you go to a gym, you go, right, I've completed today's tasks. I'm happy. Tomorrow, you know that you can achieve the task that is set out. So you're now putting yourself in a success mindset. Having the success mindset will really help you grow. Now, having a success mindset doesn't come from, just thinking you can take on the world. It's knowing that you can take on the world because you have labeled that world and you've put step-by-step guides down for yourself to be able to do that and hit those many targets. So, look at the end goal. Break this down to smaller day-to-day goals. That is exactly what process over outcome is. It is that simple. Look at the end goal and break this down to smaller day-to-day goals. Process over outcome is really, really easy to do. And you know what? It does change your life. It makes things so much more simpler to be achievable. Now, you can do this yourself, obviously for yourself, but you can also do this with your team. And this is what effective management comes into play. Now, if you're doing the full course, then obviously you will have those slides for the effective management. If you're not doing the full course, then you can also purchase the management section, which kind of goes over all of this. But in a nutshell, what you need to do if you're doing effective management, you need to break down these goals for your team. Now, I've always say this, but your team is not just those people that you pay to work with you. It is your family, your relationship, your kids, your friends, everybody. If they know the small tasks that you're doing to achieve the end goals, then they're going to be more supportive. And so as an example of this, here at HC Media Group, we are on lockdown at the moment because of coronavirus, and we are still full steam ahead and we are still getting things done. Now, the team are struggling a bit more because obviously you're at home, you're not in the office. You have to understand that people, don't have the same kind of output when they're working at home. If they don't have the right mindset, and as a manager, you need to be able to control that. So what we are doing is every single day at 8:30, myself and my business partner Joe, we sit down on the phone. 8:30, we spend 25 minutes on the phone talking about the end goal and what we need to get done that day from our team for that, to achieve that end goal. At 9 o'clock, the rest of the team dials into the same conference call, and then we discuss, what we want done on that day from the team to be able to achieve that day's goals. And we know that achieving that day's goals is just a tick in the box to achieving the end outcome. So by having that day-to-day meeting, that day-to-day, relief, and they can ask questions at that time, and it's really a good way to lay the foundations for that day. Now, it's not micromanaging, it is just making sure that the team know the process that we all need to follow to get to that end outcome. So, task, as you know, if you've been doing these courses with us for a while, we like to give you tasks. So make sure you don't move on before you've done this. This is the last slide of this part of the course, but make sure you do not move on before you write this. So create a mini to-do list. Okay, so get your end goal and create a mini to-do list. So you could say, I want to sell another 500 products by this time next month. Okay, then break that down in how many you need to do a day and what the process is to be able to do that. You can then use this as a guide towards the end goal. So basically create your own sat nav. Okay, create your own sat nav and make sure that you have that end focus in mind and you have that direction. So your task, again, get your end goal that you have got and create a mini to-do list for that goal. Now, you might have 15, 20 end goals. You might be working on a number of different projects, but take all of those and split them up individually. Now, if you need help, please do get in contact. The email address is team@hcmediagroup.co.uk. By all means, please do get in touch. We are here to help you. We can run through your goals and we can create this sat-nav for you if that is what you're looking for. If you are looking for some help in that, please do get in touch. We are able to help you. Thank you so much. My name is Christopher Clowes. It's been at HC Media Group. It's been great talking to you about process over outcome. Just as a recap, process over outcome is just making sure that you focus on the process, the step-by-step guide to get to the outcome. Don't just look at the end goal and just think you can get there without taking it step by step. Thanks for your time. Hopefully that was useful. Got any questions, please email me at team@hcmediagroup.co.uk and we will see you on the next element of the course.